You ready to hear some music? I know I am. Ballad maid, I'll sing this song. Sing rickety tickety tin. A ballad maid, I'll sing this song, who did not have her family long. Not only did she do them wrong, she did every one of them in. She did every one of them in. One morning in a fit of pique, sing rickety tickety tin. One morning in a fit of pique, she drowned her father in the creek. The water tasted bad for a week, and we had to make do with gin, We had to make do with gin. Her mother, she could never stand, sing rickety tickety tin. Her mother, she could never stand, and so a cyanide soup she planned. Her mother died with a spoon in her hand, and her face in a hideous grin, her face in a hideous grin. She set her sister's hair on fire, sing rickety tickety tin. She set her sister's hair on fire, and as the place goes higher, danced around the funeral pyre, playing a violin, playing a violin. She tied her brother down with stones, sing rickety tickety tin. She tied her brother down with stones and sent him off to Davy Jones. All they ever found was some bones and occasional pieces of skin, occasional pieces of skin. Now one day she had nothing to do, so rickety tickety tin. One day she had nothing to do, so she cut her baby brother in two, served him up in an Irish stew, and invited the neighbors in, invited the neighbors in. And when at last the police came by, sing rickety tickety tin. And when at last the police came by, these terrible deeds she did not deny. She says she would have to lie, and lying she knew was a sin, and lying she knew was a sin. My tragic tale I won't prolong, sing rickety tickety tin. My tragic tale I won't prolong, and if you did not enjoy the song, yourself to blame for letting me go on. You should never have let me begin. Should never have let me begin. Woo. All right. There we go. There's the pic. I finally get something's coming up. Thank you so much, Laramie, for the tip. Who else we got on here? Mad Mardigan. I love Mad Mardigan. Brian, Jan, Carol. So, yes, this is going to be a... I was trying to figure out how do you describe these shows, because it's not, Samhain is the Celtic holiday for Halloween. This is not Samhain. This is Celtic Halloween. Now, Halloween is so American. And so, we're going to do basically an Americanized version of Halloween. And I'll try not to, Larry. There we go. Now I can see the comments in full as they come up. Hey, thank you very much, Ricardo. You just helped me out. I was going to tell everyone, why don't you post where you're coming from, where you're watching this, and let me know. That way I can know. So I have a nice set of Celtic Halloween music. A little bit Celtic, a little bit geek. As someone described earlier, it is, what was it? Costuming in song. That's what it is. All right. So I hope you will enjoy this costuming in song. I have a wide variety of songs that I picked from you, from me, and we're going to go into those right now. Look at the coffin with golden handles. Isn't it grand, boys, to be bloody well dead? Let's not have a sniffle. Yes. Let's have a bloody good cry. Okay, so I already screwed it up at the beginning because I forgot to teach you your part. Because when I say dead, you shout dead. I need to hear you through the phone, so make it happen. not have a sniffle. Hell, let's have a bloody good cry. And always remember, the longer you live, the sooner you bloody well die. Look at the preacher, bloody sanctimonious. Isn't it grand, boys, to be bloody well dead? Let's not have a sniffle. Hell, let's have a bloody good cry. And always remember, the longer you live, the sooner you bloody well die. Look at the choir boys, bloody castrati, yo! Isn't it grand, boys, to be bloody well dead? Well, let's not have a sniffle. Hell, let's have a bloody good cry. And always remember, the longer you live, the sooner you bloody well die. Look at the widow, bloody great female. Isn't it grand, boys, to be bloody well dead? Let's not have a sniffle. Hell, let's have a bloody good cry. And always remember, the longer you live, the sooner you bloody well die. Look at the mourners, bloody great hypocrites. Isn't it grand, boys, to be bloody well dead? Let's not have a sniffle. Hell, let's have a bloody good cry. And always remember, the longer you live, the sooner you bloody well die. Look at the tombstone, bloody great boulder. Isn't it grand, boys, to be bloody well dead? Let's not have a sniffle. Hell, let's have a bloody good cry. And always remember, the longer you live, the sooner you bloody well die. Look at the whiskey in buckets and bottles. Isn't it grand, boys, to be bloody well dead? Yeah, let's not have a sniffle. Hell, let's have a bloody good cry. And always remember, the longer you live, the sooner you bloody well die. And always remember, the longer you live, the sooner you bloody well die. Thank you, Evie, from the new album, As Long As I'm Flying. I love this song. When first aboard a ship to journey to the realm, all captain said one thing. When first I met with him, there's a place you can go to if you wander through the ship. You always must remember, there's a bug in cabin 6. I'm not sure how it got there, I just know that it is. It ain't for Private Carson, that cabin once was his. Then he shook his fist in warning, and I snuck down for kicks and peeked into the door hatch up forbidden cabin 6. The window was quite filthy, but I got quite a shock when I saw what they were hiding behind that flimsy lock. Stood high as my shoulder on legs like hobo sticks, with 3 full sets of choppers that bugged cabin 6. I think I wound up screaming, I really think I did, 'cause it looked right through me in the hallway where I hid. I ran back to my bunk and double locks I clicked so I would not get ate by that bug in cabin 6. You may think it's just a story, a tall tale wrapped in song, but I will tell you truly, and logic all is wrong. Somewhere in that wasteland in the black starry sticks is ship still the same with a bug in cabin 6. tall tale rapping song, but somewhere in the black that bug is sailing on. Sing high, Jeannie, high. Sing low, Jeannie, low. You can never make a singing bird out of a hoodie crow. My father was a gentleman was he. He led me to an old land of 3 years and 3. Oh, sing high, Jeannie, high. Sing low, Jeannie, low. You can never make a singing bird out of a hoodie crow. Before I'd have an old man with 30 plows in land, I'd rather have a young man with only hat in hand. Oh, sing high, Jeannie, high. Sing low, Jeannie, low. You can never make a singing bird out of a hoodie crow. But when we go to bed at night, he turns into the wall and never lays a hand on me till daylight falls. Oh, sing high, Jeannie, high. Sing low, Jeannie, low. You can never make a singing bird out of a hoodie crow. Now some neighbors have advised me to drown him in a well, and others have advised me to grind him in a mill. Oh, sing high, Jeannie, high. Sing low, Jeannie, low. Can never make a singing bird out of a hoodie crow. But I have taken my own advice and borne him to a plane. I've tied him to a windmill, he'll never come back again. Oh, sing high, Jeannie, high. Sing low, Jeannie, low. Can never make a singing bird out of a hoodie crow. Oh, sing high, Jeannie, high. Sing low, Jeannie, low. Can never make a singing bird out of a hoodie crow. Whew. Hi, Jeannie, hi from Scottish Songs of Drinking and Rebellion. I try to pick out some stuff I don't usually play this time, so of course you might be hearing some shuffling of lyrics, but it's all good. It's all good. Thank you, Ben, so much for the tip. There are several ways, of course, if you enjoy the music you hear, you can make a tip right here on Super Chat. Or you can head on over to magerecords.com, where there's a whole bunch of merch, a virtual tip jar, and if you actually go to keltfather.net, and you can get hit all that stuff, and it'll also lead you to Patreon, where many of you already support me. I thank you. I have to show you something new that's coming to the Mage Record store. Okay, so hold on one sec. So, I'm going to be doing some specials coming soon over on this store, because the holidays are almost here. And so, I bring you Christmas heartstrings. Oh, can we see that? There we go, over here. Gotta get in that. So I decided to take this is what I called my icicle. I don't know what you think of that. But that's I only have one of these right now. But I'm gonna put all these into a store over there. But it's gonna be part of a special for you get Christmas music, among other things. I don't know if I'm gonna sell them individually at present, but I am very pleased with this whole idea. Christmas heartstrings made from the broken strings of my heart, auto heart. So let's get back to some music. There's my shameless plug for this particular run. In the meantime, I had made a set list, and I'm already not following it. Who's surprised? Come on, who's surprised? Let me slide this up here. All right, there we go. Yeah, so I am very happy with how those are coming out. You know, the Celtic heartstrings I love. And this is a new twist on it. So, you know, if you'd like one, you know, talk to me afterwards. I'll have it up soon. I will announce it on Patreon to the first people who will get access to it. So one of the first murder ballads I wrote was a song called "O'er the Way." Under darkening the sky, he rode into the night to see his lover the way. Smell of flowers in the air, he passed without a care across a bridge. Oh, that sad day, when the shadow stepped from the rail. From his saddle he sailed, and his horse rode off o'er the way. As the man was caught off guard, the shadow struck him hard, and his hopes rode off o'er the way. O'er the way, o'er the way, o'er the way, o'er the way, oh, his hopes rode off o'er the way. O'er the way, o'er the way, o'er the way, o'er the way, oh, his hopes rode off o'er the way. Fire burned inside, and he beat the brigand thrice. The hate consumed him o'er the way. Then the man thought he had won, till he felt the brigand's son grab hold of him o'er the way. And the thief took his revenge, and he beat the man unending with a cat-o'-nine tails o'er the way. Well, he shrieked to the night, bloodied by the fire, like a cat he shrieked o'er the way. O'er the way, o'er the way, o'er the way, o'er the way, like a cat he shrieked o'er the way. O'er the way, o'er the way, o'er the way, o'er the way, like a cat he shrieked o'er the way. Well, the law followed that yell, saw the man lay where he fell, nothing left of the man's shell o'er the way. As he laid the body to rest, his love clutched her breast, or her heart was robbed and killed on that day. And she breathed her last breath, and blood stained the dress from the lashes that slew her man today. As her body fell to the ground, there was an echoing howl of the hounds that howled for them o'er the way. O'er the way, o'er the way, o'er the way, o'er the way, oh, the hounds howled for them o'er the way. O'er the way, o'er the way, o'er the way, o'er the way, oh, the hounds howl for them o'er the way. Well, the door closed real fast. A brigand in his cash that he robbed his son o'er the way. As they counted out their change, they howled loud and shouted names, for they were made rich on that day. And the son went for his sister, found her dead with her blisters and the streaks of blood her the way. Oh, her father couldn't stand, he found a picture in her hand. It was the man they'd killed o'er the way. O'er the way, o'er the way, o'er the way, o'er the way, oh, it was the man they killed o'er the way. O'er the way, o'er the way, o'er the way, o'er the way, oh, it was the man they killed o'er the way. O'er the way, o'er the way, o'er the way, o'er the way, oh, it was the man they killed o'er the way. Woo! I love that song. It is on my Celtic Halloween EP, and interestingly enough, when it was posted to online, it was posted as not an EP, but a single. So the difference between an EP and a single has 1 to 3 tracks. I know. But an EP has 4 to, I think, 7 or 9. It has more tracks. But, yeah, so I have 4 tracks on the EP, but the EP is exclusively available to patrons. So, it includes a bonus song, which you have to just get it to find out. All right, this is a track. I don't know if I was. Oh, did I have it on I do have it on the list, so I'll save it for a little bit later. This is one that I wanted to do because I love it, and also because I posted my very first album, sort of, Soul of a Harper, up on magerecords.com, as well as my poetry book that I originally have published years ago. It is now also over on magerecords.com. This is a song that was written while I was reading Lord of the Rings, as the hobbits are exiting the Shire and going out into the world. It seemed like everyone they met, they're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm the oldest race ever! Yay, I'm the oldest race ever!" And so I was like, so I wrote the Middle Earth bragging song. We're the race of men, conquer valleys and glens. We build huge towers in the sky. We're strong and we're bold, though it be hot or cold. We'll fight everyone till we die, but we'll never give up the mountain as long as hope remains. And you will never see a race as old as we're the race of dwarves and dark caverns we forge, and shape the ore that we mine. We're stout with beards, but give us a beer. We'll drink the gold that we find, but we'll never give up the mountain, as long as there's money to be made. And you will never see a race as old as we. The race of elves and forests, we dwell at one with the earth and the sky. We're the race first born, and our only concern is how close to our gardens you lie. But we'll never give up the mountain, at least till our time is done. And you will never see race as old as we're. The race of Ents, and we're what was meant when they said there are shepherds to trees. We've grown stuffy and slow since the Entwives left home, and many of us have fallen asleep. But we'll never give up the mountain. Our trees are there to defend, and you will never see a race as old as trees. I am Tom Bombadil, I can never stand still. There's too many creatures to see. I've many songs to sing, and a wife and a string, so whistle, fiddle, diddle, call me. No, I'll never give up the mountain, or say I'm the oldest alive. But you'll probably see a hobbit climbing the tree, and it won't matter diddle, it won't fiddle diddle, it won't matter diddle how high. Alright, I think next up is Reavers Lullaby. If you enjoy the music that you hear, share it with someone. Go post it on social. You know, if there's a particular song in particular, as I introduce it, you can say, hey, you'll love this song. Thank you, Miranda. Oh my goodness. This is not going to be good. Let me plug this in. Sorry about that. Are we charging? I hope. Yeah, maybe. Okay, we're going to see if this is going to work. I just want to give you a heads up. Hey, Tammy, welcome. I want to give you a heads up in case there is any more technical difficulties with the phone dropping out or something. I'm going to swap out quickly if I need to. I'm hoping I'm not. Technical difficulties, what's going on? So let's play some more music. So until this happens, this is Reavers Lullaby. Close your eyes and sleep. There are reavers in your dreams. Go to sleep, my darling. There's a reaver underneath your bed. The reavers in your bed are gonna eat your face. Stay in your bed. There are Griswolds on the floor. The reavers in your bed are gonna eat your face. Sugar and spice and everything nice. Why do you think we say that? It's so the reavers underneath your bed will want to eat your face. You used to have a sister. She wouldn't go to sleep. So the reavers underneath her bed ate her face. Do not call for your mother. Who is it that you think will let the reavers in to eat your face? Baby, don't you cry, or the reavers won't wait till you fall asleep before they eat your face. My father sang this song to me He slipped and he fell on a Griswold. And the Reavers underneath my bed ate his face. That is not a blanket. Good night. And this is the song that I just sang to my daughters at bed. Okay, not really. But it is a fun song. It is on the new As Long As I'm Flying CD. Woohoo! I finally recorded it. So I hope you get a chance to listen to it if you haven't. Here's something I haven't played in forever. Oh, the night that Paddy Murphy died was a night I'll never forget. Some of the lads got roaring drunk, some still not sober yet. As long as the bottle was passed around, every man was feeling gay. Then O'Leary came with a bagpipe, some music for to play. Oh, that's how they showed their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and a shame, and they winked at one another. Every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. Mrs. Murphy sat in the corner, pouring out her grief, when Kelly and his friends came a-roaring down the street. They crept into an empty room and a bottle of whiskey stole. They put that liquor on the corpse to keep the liquor cold. Oh, that's how they showed their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and a shame. They winked at one another. Every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. At 3 o'clock in the morning, some dirty blue-eyed scamp rewrote on the coffin lid, "Herein lies a tramp." He crept into an empty room and a bottle of whiskey stole. He stopped, wait, that's not the verse. They crept into an empty room, no. They stopped the clock so Mrs. Murphy couldn't tell the time. And at 2:15, they argued it was 9. That's how they showed their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and a shame. They winked at none another. Every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. Everyone got merry. They didn't care for prayer. Mrs. Murphy said wish the whole gang was there. All the sights that I ever did see, they make me shiver with fear. They took the ice right off the course just to cool a beer. That's how they showed respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it wasn't a sin and a shame. They winked at one another. Every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. Someone hollered for the cops. They busted down the door. They jumped upon old Paddy's back and they laid him on the floor. They knocked him twice behind the ear and they kicked him on the head. But when they jumped from his back, sure they found he was dead. Oh, that's how they showed their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and a shame and they winked at one another. Every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. Now Mrs. Murphy started in battle with them cops. She chased them, every one of them. She chased them several blocks. A lovely time was had by all. 18 in court were tried for having caused a riot the night Pat Murphy died. That's how they showed their respect from Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it wasn't a sin and a shame. They winked at one another. Every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. Now someone asked old Finnegan if anyone had died. Lou says I'm not quite sure, I just came for the ride. They started out for the graveyard, so holy and sublime, but found out when they got there, they left poor Pat behind. That's how they showed their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and a shame, they winked at one another. Every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. Yes, every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. Woo! More or less. Oh boy. Y'all having fun? I didn't entirely make room for song requests in here, but I think I might throw something near the end. We might throw some more stuff here. Yeah, that song was recorded on Going for Brogue. I'm not sure if I have it, if that's up on magerecords.com or not. It is on my USB over there. I know that. Go ahead, Dan. Say it. Say it. You have USBs. Go ahead. Say it. And here's your chorus. And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. High atop a lonely moor, widow lived alone, and in she kept, and as she slept, her pillow heard her moan. Oh, many's a lonely traveler spent the night with me, but there's no man in all creation who gives content to me. Well, some can manage once or twice, and some make 3 or 4, but it seems to me a rarity is the man who can do more. I'd do anything to find him in heaven or in hell. And as she spoke these words, sure she heard her front door bell. And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. So boldly ran the widow, and the door she opened wide. And as she did, a tall and handsome stranger stepped inside. Well, she gave him bread and brandy, and when that he was fed, he said, my dear, now have no fear, it's time to come to bed. For I heard your plea right down below, and I've come to see things right. But you must come to hell with me if I can last the night. She said, you randy devil to this bargain, I'll agree. For hell on earth, or hell in hell, it's all the same to me. And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. So as they fumbled in the bed, the devil he proved well, and he thought before the night was through that she'd be in his hell. But when they came to number 9, the widow cried out, more! And when the 12th time came around, the widow cried, encore! At 25, the devil felt compelled to take a rest, but the widow cried, come raise your head and put me to the test. At 69, the widow laughed, again she cried, and the devil said, well, I can see just how your husband died. And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. At 99, the devil he began to wail and weep. He said, I'll give you anything if you'll let me go to sleep. But before the morning light was up, the devil hobbled home, and the widow, still not satisfied, once more was left alone. She lay there on her pillow, she thought on 99. It's a pity that poor devil couldn't manage one more time. I'll call him up again tonight to see what can be done. With a little more application, we can make it to the ton. And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. But when she called to him that night, no devil did appear. For the first time in eternity, the devil he shook with fear. He said, of all the torments I've witnessed here in hell, I never knew what pain was till I rang your front door bell. And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. Yep. Woo! All right, so I'm going to send out a quick thanks to Carol, Tammy, and Jan, who all made generous donations. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, I should point out also, I did have tickets over on magerecords.com. I'm talking a lot about that, a little maybe too much, I don't know. But nevertheless, I have tickets over there for this show. You obviously don't have to pay anything, it's all free. But if you do get those tickets, you'll also get a video, an extra video, which is Geek Pub Songs recorded live at DragonCon this year. So go check it out. This is a song another song I haven't played in forever, but someone requested it, and here it is. Get the right key. There we go. My father was a werewolf, marauder one of 4, who joined the order and who fought for Albus Dumbledore. My mother was an oar brave who spread upon her broom, and loved the man with the scarred up face whose boggart was the moon. Lord Voldemort rose again, I heard he caused some harm, with cruel men in their silver masks and the dark mark on their arms. Those Death Eaters had no fear, no shame, and no remorse. They were burning houses left behind with 100 broken doors. Come all ye wizards, hear the story of the ones that fell by me. A fire, whiskey, and a beer, and heed the tale I tell. If you have chocolate, about you repel those demon tours. And if the story spooks your wits, I'll tell you something more. On a nighttime visit, he encountered some old friends and told him he was leaving, that his marriage he must end. When Harry called him coward, the wolf froze in his eyes, but he left to go back to home pure and to apologize. The Whomping Willow stands right there behind a wooded hill, and I cannot pass by there without thinking about him still. The shrieking shack lands in that field, its windows all agape, haunted by his memory and the ghost of Severus Snape. Come all ye wizards, hear the story of the ones that fell. I be a fire, whiskey, and a beer, and heed the tale I tell. If you have chocolate, about you repel those demon tours. And if the story spooks your wits, I'll tell you something more. I believe he truly loved her, but both left me behind and fell in battle fighting for the rest of wizard kind. My mother was an auror, my godfather's the chosen one. Well, my father was a werewolf, and I am a werewolf son. Yes, my father was a werewolf, that makes me a werewolf son. That song was written by Peg Kerr with music by the Red Hill Rats. You should go check them out if you're not familiar with them. You'll find them on the Irish and Celtic Music podcast. Find the link there. No, I'm just kidding. I don't just throw that out randomly every time I can. Let's see. How about this one? Tim Furagone lived in Walkland Street, a gentle sphinx cat, mighty odd. He had a growl, both thick and sweet, and to jump from a fence he landed with a thought. Well, the cat had a sort of a nibbler's way. For the love of the herb, oh, Tim was born. And to help him on his way each day, he'd roll in the catnip every morn. Whack for the dog and dance the laughter around the floor. Rats they'll chase, jump on a shelf, now what will he shatter? Lots of fun and Furgone's wake. One morning Tim pounced on a fowl. Upon a rooftop his paw did skate. He fell from the roof, his ninth life gone. They carried him home, his corpse to wait. Well, they rolled him up in a shredded bed sheet and laid him out in his cat bed, with a bottle of milk there at his feet and a ball of string at his head. Whack for the dog and dance the laughter around the floor. Rats will chase, jump on a shelf, now what will shatter? Lots of fun at Furgone's wake. The tomcats gathered at the wake. A fluffy Persian brought a fish for lunch. A calico shared her tuna fish cake. One Abyssinian lapped catnip punch. Then Kitty O'Brien began to cry. It's sad to see such a young cat to lose 9 lives. Will you bite your tail, says Catty Free. Whack for the dog and dance the laughter around the floor. Rats they'll chase, jump on a shelf, now what will shatter? Lots of fun at Furgone's awake. Then Maggie O'Mackerel took up the owl. Oh, Kitty, says she, go tend your fur. Kitty bit her on the paw and sent her sprawling on the floor. Then a cat fight did soon engage. It was Manx to Manx and tab to tab. Whiskers and fur flew round and saints and wounds we lick will never scab. Whack for the dog and dance the laughter around the floor. Rats they'll chase, jump on a shelf, now luck we shatter. Lots of fun and Furgone's wake. Whack for the dog and dance the laughter around the floor. Rats they'll chase, jump on a shelf, now luck we shatter. Lots of fun and Furgone's wake. Hey, I'm curious if you might have a favorite Celtic Halloween song. You know, emphasis on the Celtic aspect, but something that's Celtic. I'm just kind of curious if you have some. Please post the comment. Also, the interesting thing about comments is the top chat stuff. I don't know if these things show up in the regular feed. So after the show's over, I would love it if you would do something. And why is my feed not coming up? Twa Corby's, great choice. I'm going to go on to something not Celtic at all. Why is everyone else interrupted too? That's not good. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on, but just in case, I'm still live here. Okay, good. That's good to hear. For some reason, it's not loading up on my computer, which is odd. Okay, well, thank you for letting me know, Mad Marty, and I will keep playing. And it is now, I can all, okay, good. That's always good to hear. So this is, well, years ago, someone requested Freebird at a show, and I decided to play that very song. But being that I didn't want to do Freebird, I changed it up. It goes like this. This is Free Brains. If I turned into a zombie, would your cricket bat bash me? Because my neck is drenched in blood, and I'm craving your flesh to eat. But if I die, I'm sorry, Sean. It's been a gas, I'm not ashamed. I won't stop till you stop laughing, or until I eat your brains. I just want to eat your brains. I just want to eat your brains. But please don't bash in my brains. Of course, this is based on Shaun of the Dead. Chill out, Sean, everything's alright. You are whipped and I'm in chains. I bet Liz is happy now, with me undead playing video games. But if I die, I'm sorry, Sean. Who is your favorite monkey? I won't stop till you stop laughing, or until I eat your brains. I just want to eat your brains. I just want to eat your brains. I just want to eat your brains. Brains. All right, so I did a video of Molly Malone recently, and I hope you enjoyed the video if you got a chance to see it. Grab my water. I'm going to do it again. I've been trying to work out see if I can come up with an arrangement that's a little bit different from what I would normally do. And so once again, I'm changing it up, and we'll see what you think. Lighters to torches. That's awesome. Brilliant. That's cool. Let's see how that works. All right. So this is Molly Malone. This, of course, is a ghost story from Dublin. Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. She wheeled a wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. Sharing cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. Sharing cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, sure 'twas no wonder, so was her father and mother before. They each wheeled their barrows through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. Crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. Crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Well, she died of a fever, no one could save her. That was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now her ghost wheels her barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. Crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. Crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. Crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. All right. Hey, this is a good time for you if you, I think I might take a couple song requests. We're going to do the usual thing, which is, post $5 and include the name of the song you might want to hear. And I just might, and I'll play that song. So I'm only going to do 2 or 3. So, I'll say 3. So if you have a request, right now you can post it, and we'll go from there. If it get anything, that's fine too. In the meantime, since this is a horror show of sorts, ghosts and deaths and murders, probably one of the most horrible things is war. So we're gonna go to play "Bring Me Home, Boys." This song was inspired by the episode The Message from Firefly. 2 brothers fighting side by side, and one says to the other, "Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Go and tell my mama I died a man. When my breath has left, bring me home. I was brave, boy, as best I can. I felt my gun shake as I shot a man. Bullets pierced my heart, can't feel my hand. So go and tell my papa I died a man. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Go and tell my mama I died a man. When my breath has left, bring me home. A sergeant said, boy, don't you run. I don't care if the alliance comes. I saw him die, but I took a stand. So go and tell my brother I died, man. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Go and tell my mama I died a man. When my breath has left, bring me home. It's you and me, boy, are left alive. I can tell not long until I die. I did not run, 'cause you're my friend. So go and tell my sister I died, man. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Go and tell my mama I died a man. When my breath has left, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Go and tell my mama I died a man. When my breath has left, bring me home. Go and tell my mama I died a man. When my breath has left, bring me home. Woo. All right. Thank y'all so much. I hope you're enjoying the music. I'm gonna do, like I said, a couple more songs. If there is something that you want to hear, you top chat, the super chat, $5. Put that up there, the song request, and I will get that played. There was something I was gonna say. It was on the top of my head and my brain, and then it just vanished, as will happen. Can't remember. And so, we continue on. I'm going to play, the song is actually on my list for a different reason. I think someone actually requested it. I forget who. But it is, this, so we had the Free Brains, based on Shaun of the Dead, bunch of guys working in stores, the nice ties and such, supermarkets, if you will, and corporations, if you will. That's another sort of form of horror. Here comes Blue Sun. They terraformed lands of many fine worlds and bloodied our hands with our boys and our girls. They offered us cans of food that curdled and piled on chains by the ton. Blue sun, another corporation with their hand on the gun. Blue sun, free yourself to run from blue sun. Their manacles will cast off our tired wrists. The suits will pummel with our bloody fists. Cut through the red tape and expunge the vile cyst that cripples our will to run. Blue sun, another corporation with their hand on the gun. Blue sun, free yourself to run from blue sun. You see their emblem emblazoned on crates, walls on wounds, even on your dates. You may fall victim to their seductive gaze, or raise up your hand to shun. Blue sun, blue sun. Another corporation with their hand on the gun. Blue sun, blue sun. Free yourself to run from blue sun. So raise up your hand and shout to the firm. Let those who control know what it feels like to squirm. Their products we won't buy, oh, they shall burn. For this is their will undone. Blue sun, blue sun. Another corporation with their hand on the gun. Blue sun, blue sun. Free yourself to run from blue sun, blue sun. Another corporation with their hand on the gun. Blue sun, blue sun. Free yourself to run from blue sun. Thank you, Carol. Well, I thought I heard Jane Cobb say, Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, we've got to get going before they come our way, and we're running from the Reavers. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, oh Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, we're sailing fast with the firefly aglow, and we're running from the Reavers. Lead us, Malcolm, lead us with that grin. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, there's many a worse spot that we've been in, except while running from the Reavers. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, oh Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, we're sailing fast with the firefly aglow, and we're running from the Reavers. River knocked out Jane, that'll never get old. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, she's a 90-pound weapon that is out of control. From Miranda and the Reavers. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, oh Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, we're sailing fast with the firefly aglow, and we're running from the Reavers. Are you sure you want to go near Reavers space? Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, where does it get fun to cut up your face? Now we're running from the Reavers. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, oh Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, we're sailing fast with the firefly aglow, and we're running from the Reavers. They all laid down and fell dead asleep. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, I wonder if they dream of homicidal sheep, for the rest turned into Reavers. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, oh Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, we're sailing fast with the firefly aglow, and we're running from the Reavers. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, oh Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, sailing fast with the firefly aglow, and we're running from the Reavers. Wash wasn't ace, he's a leaf on the wind. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, although he wasn't great, we didn't him in, but we all ran away from Reavers. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, too soon. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, we're sailing fast with the firefly aglow, and we're running from the Reavers. All right, I have my last two songs. So I, of course, grew up with most people watching Bugs Bunny. So sometimes songs, cartoons get stuck in my head. And one day I decided to set the story of Broomstick Bunny, with Bugs Bunny going to meet Witch Hazel, and the craziness ensues. I wrote this song. She was someone's daughter once, and so a beautiful thing. Her crooked nose and greenish skin, they don't bother me. If she stopped trying to kill me, I wouldn't care one bit. That she was a witch with a tiny hitch, which was a spell-casting itch. Now I'm running through the halls, and I'm running through the rooms. I run into a closet and I climb upon a broom. I fly up in the sky across the desert moon, and a witch's eye with lustful gleam was a rabbit for Halloween. She opened up the door and saw I was one ugly witch. But it's Halloween and I trick or treat, my witch mask is rich. But her magic mirror on the wall said she's uglier than now. So now I have sweat on my brow from her spell casting down. Now I'm running through the halls and I'm running through the rooms. I run into a closet and I climb upon a broom. I fly up in the sky across the yellow moon, but the witch's eye with lustful gleam was a rabbit for Halloween. You should know that I'm a rabbit and you are just a witch. I know your mama loved you once, so I'll accept the glitch. But once you drink that potion, you're Jeannie on the wall. Enthralled will whistle his cat call and chase you down the hall. Then you're running through the halls and you're running through the rooms. You run into a closet and you climb upon your broom. You fly up in the sky across the yellow moon, but a genie's eye with lustful gleam wants you for Halloween. Yes, you're running through the halls and you're running through the rooms. You run into a closet and you climb upon your broom. You fly up in the sky across the yellow moon, but the genie's eye with lustful gleam wants you for Halloween. Woo! Alright, I hope y'all had fun. I'm going to play one final song for you. And this is the Celtic Halloween Special. Fun? Yes? Post a comment. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to actually go back in and turn this video around. I wish I could do it on YouTube, but I don't think I can. So, which means I might just say, hey, everyone, repost a comment. We'll see what I do. I don't know. Maybe I won't. It's so weird, you know. That says auto harp backwards. But if you... Nice, Dan. Nice. If you enjoy the music, of course, you can go over to celtfather.net, and you'll find all my cool stuff. Quick links to Spotify and Mage Records, where my store is. Lots and lots of stuff. Podcasts. Lots of freebies. Good stuff. Free. Go check it out. That's it. This is a song that was inspired by, well, there's a terrible time in Irish history. The English were cutting down all the trees, and trees are very important to the Irish. Number one, for religious reasons, the Druids, right? Number two, for religious reasons, the barrels that make the whiskey. The interesting thing about barrels, you will learn if you go on one of my Celtic invasion vacations, you can only basically use the barrel about 6 times, and you pretty much have to toss it. So the Irish were, in fact, the first recyclers. In fact, if you look at the national logo of Ireland, Sharon, I'm sure if you're still there, you would know all about this because she's a harpist. But it's a harp. It's an Irish harp. You turn it sideways and you get that green recycle symbol. The Irish came up with that. So now you know. They took these barrels that once held whiskey, poured cider in it, and created a drink called Johnny Jump Up. I'll tell you the story that happened to me one day as I went down to York by the sea. The sun it was bright and the day it was warm. Says I a quiet pint wouldn't do me no harm. I went in and I called for a bottle of stout. Says the barman, I'm sorry, all the beer is sold out. Try whiskey or Paddy, 10 years in the woods. Says I'll try cider, I've heard that it's good. I'll never again if I live to be 100 or 110. I fell to the ground. I could not get up after drinking the cord of that Johnny Jump Up. After Lord a third, I made straight for the yard where I'm bumping Brothy, the big civic guard. The river boy, oh, don't you know in the law? And I offered me fist and I shattered his jaw. He fell to the ground with his knees doubled up, but it wasn't I hit him. It was a Johnny Jump Up. The next thing I met down in York by the sea was a cripple on crutches. And says he to me, I'm afraid for me life, I am hit by a cart. She head me on down to the Celtic bar, downing a pint to the cider so sweet. He chewed on his crutches and danced on his feet. Oh, I'll never again. If I live to be 100 or 110, I fell to the ground. I could not get up, had to drink and a curd, and then Johnny jumped up. The man died in the mines by the name of McNabb. They washed him and laid him outside on the slab bed. After the coroner's measurements to take, his wife took him home to a bloody fine way. About 12 o'clock and the beer was high, and the corpse he sat up and he says with a sigh, I can't get to heaven, they won't let me up till I bring them a quarter that Johnny jump up. Oh, I'll never again. If I live to be 100 or 110, I fell to the ground, I could not get up, had to drink and a curd, and then Johnny jump up. Well, a man died in the mines with the name of McNabb. They washed him and laid him outside on the slab. And after the coroner's measurements to take, his wife took him home to a bloody fine way. About 12 o'clock and the beer was high. The corpse he sat up and he says with a sigh, I can't get to heaven, they won't let me up till I bring them a curl and Johnny jump up. I'll never again. If I live to be 100 or 110, I fell to the ground, I could not get up, and the drink and a curl, and then Johnny jumped up. No, I'll never again. If I live to be 100 or 110, I fell to the ground and I could not get up, had the drink and a curl, and then Johnny jumped up. All right, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had fun. If you did, like it, share it, let others people know about the music, and have a wonderful Halloween. Coffee with the Celt Father is on Wednesday, which, incidentally, it's Halloween. So, guess I'll have to do some more Celtic Halloween songs. Let me know what you want to hear. Post them in the comments, not in the top chat comments right here, but on the regular comments. Why do they have two? That's just weird. Did I just snort too? I did. Don't tell anyone. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you later, Sancha.